I met my ex-boyfriend of 10 years, and the truth behind our breakup crashed my world. I thought my life was set. 10 years together, a wedding date magneted to the fridge, a baby tracking app glowing on my phone. Then one week he stopped saying love you at the door. Late nights out replaced our small dinners. His smile slid away like a photo peeling from a wall. I asked if he was okay. He dodged. I asked if we were okay. He studied the floor until the answer filled the room. He said he loved me, but wasn't in love with me. By Friday, his side of the closet hung open, his jacket still on their hangers like empty shoulders. He left most of his things to grab later, which meant every drawer was a reminder that he was gone. Grief hit like a cold wave that did not let up. I reached a dark place and needed help, and a friend got me to a hospital and waited until I could breathe again. I didn't plan to date anyone, but that same friend kept showing up. Warm tea on my steps, short walks around the block, no big speeches, just presence. He told me there was nothing broken in me. We laughed again, first in small bursts, then out loud. Months passed, feeling returned, and love arrived like morning light. 9 months in, 2 lines appeared on a test. We were scared and joyful at once, but we chose the life that had knocked on our door. I held our daughter in a bright hospital room and thought, this is the family I wanted. We built a quiet rhythm, night feeds, burp cloths on chairs, his hand steady on my shoulder when I rocked her at 3 a.m. Then his mother, the woman who once gave me a room when I had none, asked if I would meet him. She didn't know the topic. She only said he needed to tell me something he couldn't say to anyone else. I waited a few days, then agreed to the small coffee shop with fogged windows. I arrived early because tired moms run on caffeine. He walked in with a thin, sorry smile. I nodded at the chair. He began. When we started trying and nothing happened, he took a secret day off and saw a doctor. They found a problem he had never checked, something that made his chances of having a biological child very low. He said he knew I loved him so much I would give up my dream of children for him, and he couldn't accept that, so he pulled away and left, hoping I would find the family I wanted with someone else. He kept apologizing, as if pain wrapped in a plan could be a gift. I listened, heard cups clink, watched steam drift from my mug, and felt the old ache press on my ribs. When he finished, I looked at him and said, that was never your choice to make. He had taken my voice out of my own future and almost ended me in the process. I stood, pushed in my chair, and left him with his untouched coffee. A few days later, I visited his mom. We talk every week. She is family to me beyond him. She had demanded the truth, and angry stopped speaking to him. Then she told me something I never knew. When he was born, he had undescended testicles, had surgery, and was supposed to have checkups after puberty to see if there was lasting damage. He told her he went, and everything was fine. She never saw proof. We both doubt he followed up. So for years, while we spoke about kids, and even went without protection, he knew there was a real risk and never told me. Only when we timed cycles and still saw blank tests did he finally get checked. Hearing that made the air feel heavy, but it also made the story click in a blunt, sad way. Secrets don't shield people. They just push hurt onto someone else. Life with my partner stayed steady. He knew something was off before I said a word and gave me space. When I told him, he squeezed my hand and said the timing of that coffee confession was almost absurd. We'd once wondered if my ex left because of someone in our circle after he grew oddly close to a girl most of our friends sided with. His mom added a detail that tilted the picture. He wasn't with that girl. He was dating her 60-year-old mother. I didn't feel rage at that. I felt distance, like watching a small fire in a far field that would burn out on its own. I closed that chapter and focused on my home. Morning snuggles, a squeaky rocker, sticky banana on the high chair tray, laughter in the doorway. I thought it was over. Weeks went by, quiet. Then a stranger messaged me that my story had been ripped by channels that paste robotic voices over game videos. Clips popped up across apps and landed on the feeds of people we used to know. My phone buzzed with messages from throwaway profiles telling me to delete my post or say I made it up, that I owed him. I blocked 1, then 5, then 10. New ones kept appearing. I finally deactivated my account so I could rest. The fear felt familiar, but something in me was different now. I had a baby monitor glowing on the nightstand and a partner who would wake if I whispered his name. I had steady ground. If my ex thought a staged apology and a wave of pressure would fold me back into his story, he had misread the person he met across that table. I had already lived the worst of it.